different setup here. It is Pluto Demotion Day, the day that Pluto was demoted from being a planet. And then there are some people who are convinced that Pluto's return, in the astrological sense, Pluto returning means something. It's really going to affect us somehow. And apparently that was July 4th, 1776, and I don't know who made this stuff up, but yes, and I'm on as far as I know here. We're getting the guitar connected, and you're hearing it? You're hearing it? Huh. Try a different channel. Maybe. I can't imagine why, but the trim or anything, you know better than I do. Okay, well, if not that, if we don't have a direct on the guitar, we'll have a guitar coming through the microphone. Apologies for nasty sound out there in the Facebook, YouTube world. We broadcast on Facebook, two of my two Facebook channels, and then also on YouTube. And Dan's getting some connection, connector, getting a connector. This is Dan's elbow, and what this?
Yes, please.
Wow, plugs in very tightly, doesn't it? You do it. This is what happens. It's working fine a few minutes before.
Okay.
Yes? Well, I thought there wouldn't be any songs really that would pertain to Pluto that I had, but I thought maybe some of these in some kind of oblique way do fit. I'm going to just check tuning. E, B, G. Well, that could be a little bit lower. G. How's that? Anybody out there? Well, thanks. If you want to just write a hello, we'll get to music in just a second. Okay, Dan's plugged in some different things. I think it's going to work. Or is it? Okay, we're good. A little song about our own planet. I might need to wear these glasses. I've wished for the home that I could call my own, a place to be secure in the warmth of family, a place for love to grow, a place that I could know would hold fast as a refuge from the cruel winds that blow, from the cruel winds that blow. Everlasting home, turning toward the sun, a good day's work, a good night's rest, everlasting home, everlasting home. I've put my heart into you, evergreen, ever new, everlasting home. I've worked to have a home that is safe for all who dwell there, a place of peace, equality, and elegant simplicity, a place of understanding with all one would need to live in dignity. Door open to all who come in love, just as it welcomes me, just as it welcomes me. Everlasting home, turning toward the sun, a good day's work, a good night's rest, everlasting home, everlasting home. I've put my heart into you, evergreen, ever new, everlasting home. If this earth is our home, our sanctuary, there's a threat and we must name it, not to poison or exploit, for we all own it, not for sale, we claim it. When I'm done with this home, it will harbor sons and daughters who make a peace across the wide lands and rolling waters, family of all faiths, all colors, all paths to the spirit, with the music of all beings. If I listen, I can hear it. If I listen, I can hear. Everlasting home, turning toward the sun, a good day's work, a good night's rest, everlasting home, everlasting home. I've put my heart into you, evergreen, ever new, everlasting home.
Lots of people want Gary Green.
Hi, Gary. Hi, Janice. Chris Lowry. Wow. Hello.
Johnson,
Sonia.
Sawyer,
Hey, Eve. Oh, we got to talk, Eve,
and Nellie.
soon. Nellie, hello. Thank you. Let's see. Maybe I can read this without my glasses. Well, for us, Pluto is up in the air. This is from the perspective of all of us, from people who get up in the air, beings that get up in the air. I call it from the third dimension. Oh, we're lighting it up a little more. Hey, that's good. I knew enough not to call it wild geese, but this was inspired by a flock of Canada geese flying over. But it goes on from there. Soaring beyond doubt, ever over Earth's solemn gravity, in noisy migration, still they long for their rest. Sun-kissed their wings as they carve the sky eternal, looking for the night when they'll sleep in their nest. Voyagers heed signs written on the wide horizon. From the third dimension, find the secrets they seek. Quest for nobility, sustenance, serenity, beckons to the brave as it comforts the meek. So may we see over barriers and borderlines, a bond of all beings, over land, earth and sea, dreaming the world where each life is truly valued, rendering a justice that restores humanity. Spirit of the earth, spirit of the never-ending, from a third dimension, seeing straight to the heart. Spirit moving always just beyond our understanding. In the greater dance, may we each play a part. Spirit of the earth, spirit of the never-ending, from a third dimension, seeing straight to the heart. Spirit moving always just beyond our understanding. In the greater dance, may we each play a part. Well, thanks for coming by, and thanks for sitting through a little bit of construction site to get us going here. And thank you for donations that keep us going. It's on the screen, right down the bottom of the screen. PayPal. Oh, see the banners on the side? We have to cancel the chat thing. And does it say banners? The bottom banner. The bottom banner would do. Yes, well, maybe now it's there. Scrolling like 42nd Street across there. I wrote songs when my daughter, she's 18 now, and she graduated from high school, Louisa. I'm so proud of her. And when she was in, third grade, I volunteered I'd been to, preschool and kindergarten and stuff and played. I said, well, I'll write songs with the kids maybe. And the music teacher, a really amazing woman, said, okay. And so with the different classes, we wrote songs. To write a song as a class, and these are big classes, unfortunately, it was double classes. So was 20, I think 40 kids. So that's hard to keep a democratic process when you're going to write something. But so the kids were saying, well, we want to write something. So I get a big piece of paper and, okay, what do you want to write a song about? And we're going to start right at the beginning and then hone it down from there. So brainstorming, anything is good. And someone said, like all the kinds of people in the neighborhood, like Sesame Street. And, well, yeah, they already wrote that song. But then other people saying, space, outer space. And I think it came down to those two things. And so it's a little bit of, it really is not the same song, but I stole kind of the basic idea. All kinds in the universe. There's all kinds of people in the universe. It seems kind of perverse, but it's just the reverse. There's all kinds of beings out in outer space. Each one's a special case to live in their own place. On little asteroids, there's not much gravity. They live in levity on their block. If you live near a star, you'd need a metal skin. If that's what they're living in, it's kinda hard to walk. And out there where there's no air, you can't hear anything. So they never sing, maybe they just won't. And if there is no air, they don't need lungs to breathe. Sounds kinda hard to believe, but they don't. When you lie down in bed, you float up in the air, except it's not air. You wouldn't need a chair, you could sit anywhere. You'd be so cold, but you wouldn't need to blow your nose. There's no germs, I suppose, no need to wear warm clothes. But out in space it's so cold, it would be suicide to ever play outside. It's just not wise. And out there in the dark, they don't have books to read. There's not the light you need, you'll strain your eyes. Out in the cold and dark, some live so far apart. They just don't need a heart. When push comes to shove, they don't love anything or anything at all. They're not afraid to fall in love. But down here on the earth, we like to cooperate and collaborate and get things done. 'Cause people need each other, and that you can bet, like an erector set. We really all are one. On this earth we're quite the same, we just have different names, and hair and skin and eyes. We're all humanity. We all have DNA, and every living thing is related to broccoli, just like you and me. Yes, people need each other, and that works well for us, so let's not fuss. We're all just on one big bus. We're rocketing through space on our little ship, and it's our only one. Let's make it fun. Oh, yes. Well, a summary of 40 minds making a song. Oh, let's see. I forgot to bring my music stand, so I've got a chair here. Hope you don't mind. Oh, yeah. I'm here at Dan's house. We're working on making the video of my song, The World Needs Your Voice, which I'm tempted to sing for you, but I just sang it last week and the week before. But I might, if I get carried away. Get Out the Vote song, and we need to get out the vote. So I've got a multicultural cast in this video and a lot of pictures. And I'll say my old friend Tony Levin, who plays with Peter Gabriel and played in King Crimson, the band, and he and Steve Gadd, an amazing drummer, were Paul Simon's band on a lot of his big hit songs. And I visited Tony last week. He recorded the bass part, which is rocking on this song. So this song goes back a little ways. I haven't played this in a long time. A little bit of spiritual something. You know, I frequent churches. I play in churches, and I do, but it's pretty nondescript fundamentalist anything. The people who think that my songs are spiritual have me play. And I wrote this song, where in my circles, people would say sacred or something like that. Holy is a difficult word. And I had a friend, she a long time ago, actually, she became a Presbyterian minister now that I think of it. She would always say, oh, I'm filled with the HS, the Holy Spirit. Well, what is that Holy Spirit? So I did a little thinking about that. Maybe it's all those things that we describe in science. I've described it as magic before, too, in a song. But here's my song. If there is no Holy Spirit, what sets the rhythm of the beating heart? If there is no Holy Spirit, what holds together lovers who are far apart? And what conducts the winds in their travels from afar? If there is no Holy Spirit, what fire burns in every fleeting star? If there is no Holy Spirit, from what wisdom does compassion rise? If there is no Holy Spirit, how does simple water focus light through human eyes? And what wisdom sent the rain from the fleeting clouds above? If there is no Holy Spirit, tell me what defines a parent's love? Who can explain elusive senses that inform the artist's brave creation? Something greater takes you higher, resonates in inspiration that brings healing to the troubled heart. Healing to the troubled heart. Suspending time and easing separation. Suspending time. If there is no Holy Spirit, how do plants take the strength of a destined sun? If there is no Holy Spirit, how is a fragile life begun? And what turns this living earth from the winter toward the spring? If there is no Holy Spirit, what moves in every living thing? And in the spirit of this moment, has this song reached you somehow? If there is no Holy Spirit, what is it you're feeling now? So, maybe this has something to do with... So thank you for your donations. The PayPal's right down at the bottom there, Venmo. You can go visit our website too, and thank you for donations. Really, they keep us going. I'm gonna gotta keep my glasses on again for this. I gotta write it bigger or something. Everything got smaller and darker. What happened? Well, this might have something to do with space and with Pluto, the planet, the non-planet. I got several emails from people this week saying, yeah, I'm pissed off about that. Well, how could they do that? I had 9 planets, and now how could they take away a planet? But out there in that outer belt, I guess there's some other small things. Maybe we should just say there's more planets, like expanding the Supreme Court. Maybe we should do that. So here's why did I say that? So here's.
I was getting political.
Uh-oh, he got caught. Don't let my bias fool it. So I wrote a bunch of songs for kids back in the 80s. I wrote this song, A Song for the Earth. I now got to tell another story. And, it's about the water cycle. And I met teachers who said, oh, you've got to come and sing this song, A Song for the Earth, to my kids. And so I sing this song about, acid rain and all this and other songs. I had happy songs. So certainly I sang Common Ground, my favorite thing, which people know I didn't write that song. I put some words to it. Ivan Lins wrote the melody. Dan's is adjusting some lights here. So I would sing this song. Oh, the kids would be like, oh, boy. Okay, I know that we're screwed and the world is in trouble, but, I've only been here 8 years, so is it really my fault? So I started thinking, I got to write some happier songs for kids, and I wrote and more entertaining and more fun and all that. Oh, we got another camera going. Oh, yes, we're escalating as we go here.
This was supposed to be done before we went to dinner.
Yeah, but all these things, you plug it in, you think it works, and okay, so this just modulates all over the place. But I think if you don't know anything about music, that's fine. You can sing along just fine. I'm on top of this spaceship Earth. We're speeding along for all we're worth. Feeling the motion of this planet I'm on. Doing a slow backstroke on the lawn. There's not a thing that escapes my eye. Squinting to see right through the sky. Figuring out where I fit in. Making a story out of the places I've been. Feeling out just where I belong. I'm one of the notes in the whole world's song. In the whole world's song. Sinking in my toes at the edge of the lake. Launching a fleet of the boats I make. Wondering how the water gives them such a ride. Thinking about what goes on inside. Looking at the ripples in my reflection. I think they call this introspection. Figuring out where I fit in. Making a story out of the places I've been. Feeling out just where I belong. I'm one of the notes in the whole world's song. In the whole world's song. And there's another verse. I can climb up to my special place where this tree once held my grandpa in its embrace. I'll always have this limb even when I'm older and too big to ride on my dad's shoulder. Feeling the life
inside that tree. We don't need words, that tree and me, figuring out where I fit in, making a story out of the places I've been, figuring out where I belong. I'm one of the notes in the whole world song, in the whole world song. Oh, it just occurred to me that it's in the song, We Don't Need Words, that tree and me. And I wrote a musical called The Tree and Me, which would be grammatically correct if you would put it in the right place in a sentence like that. As opposed to The Tree and I. But that song, actually the very first time we did it, that song was in it, and then it wasn't in it anymore in the musical. Let's see. A little philosophical reflection, if we might. As divided as this world is, I'm just this real optimist, and I would prefer to sing about healing. I just heard some politician say, if we could just get back to working together, and I just, of course, on listening to that, oh, how completely unrealistic. But, people are a lot less violent now than they were back in earlier history. And we have learned something. We have evolved a bit, and we know that we need each other, and we know that we're all the same. And yet we still can start believing those lies. So, any more that I could say would be anticlimactic. To love this world takes a courage. Rest assured, fear will not answer the call. Worry will not hasten the balm of peace, and anger solves nothing at all. Rest in the arms of love. Rest in the arms of love. Draw the circle without ending. Broken spirits now safe and mending. Welcoming arms wide and extending. Welcoming arms of love. Rest in the arms of love. To love this world takes a persistence. The seasons bring both sun and of rain. Better with some perspective of time and distance. Love won't mask the truth, but soothes the pain. Rest in the arms of love. Rest in the arms of love. Draw the circle without ending. Broken spirits now safe and mending. Welcoming arms wide and extending. Welcoming arms of love. Rest in the arms of love. Let's find a rest for a time and forgiveness. Precious, quiet moments heal this day. We won't ignore the distant thunder, but right now, let the troubles of the world be far away. Rest in the arms of love. Rest in the arms of love. Draw the circle without ending. Broken spirits now safe and mending. Welcoming arms wide and extending. Welcoming arms of love. Rest in the arms of love. I hope that means healing and not just rest in the arms of like whatever, rocked in the cradle of the deep. I hope it's not that. I didn't think of it as like the end of life kind of thing, but I guess it could be a good parting wish that way. Well, I shouldn't have brought that up. Don't leave us anytime soon. Just get some rest, okay? Oh boy, another philosophical sort of thing here. Let's see. How do I start this song? May fears be calmed in the arms of loving kindness. May the turmoil of mistrust be laid to rest. May we find refuge in the shelter of forgiveness. One family across the disparate lands. Oh, grace, your power is in our hands. Oh, grace, your power is in our hands. Above the fray, the compassionate word is spoken. Forsaking anger, hand of love, that on this watch the violent cycles might be broken. Calm and resolute, the final warrior stands. Oh, peace, your work is in our hands. Oh, peace, your work is in our hands. May we be guided by the conscience of the people toward wisdom, the direction of our dreams. May the horizons of compassion touch infinity, ever mindful of all justice demands. Oh, humanity, your worth is in our hands. Oh, humanity, your worth is in our hands. Now to the world's uncertain fate, may we not be blinded, though to nature greater peril never known. May we by unrelenting science be reminded of sacred balances ecology commands. Oh, earth, your hope is in our hands. Sing it with me. Oh, earth, your hope is in our hands. Oh, humanity, worth, your worth is in our hands. Oh, peace, Your work is in our hands. Oh, grace, your power is in our hands. Oh, thank you, anybody out there. I'm not looking at the screen. We've got got a camera rather than my computer staring at me tonight. So if the quality's a little better, that's nice. And then thank you, Dan, for that. And so thank you, everybody, for donations that keep us going, and or purchase of some product, if you like. I was delighted. I got a big order this week for a big choir that wants to do the Rainforest song, and ordered my choral arrangement. Now, since March of 2020, you know, all musicians just were out of work. But another thing that's kept me going, I've written a lot of choral music, and the whole choral market just, you know, singing was dangerous for a couple of years. And still, I know I just saw an announcement for choir rehearsal at our local, the Worcester First Unitarian Church, and it said we're going to still rehearse in masks, and we're going to sing in masks. So it's not over, and there are people who are immunocompromised and everything that we really need to be careful. But I am starting to tour more, and I hope you join my mailing list. I don't have a banner on there for the mailing list, but on my website, jimscottmusic.com. And you can email me at jim@jimscottmusic.com. But Jim at jimscottmusic.com, the website, has where you can join the mailing list. And I send out, so I'm going to get a calendar together because I'm getting some busy stuff and going to other places, to Annapolis on Labor Day weekend, and then a little bit later going to Omaha and Lincoln, and so some travels are coming in the calendar. So here's a song about a whole lot of things. This song ain't about nothing. There's no subject that I'm on. Just some harmony and some words to sing to leave you when I'm gone. This song ain't about nothing. There's no big thing I'm going through. It's just a feeling that comes over me when I think about sitting around with you. It ain't about how love conquers all, or it's not about lies and truth, or the summer turns to fall, or glimpses of fleeting youth. I won't hold war and peace, or the fallacy of might makes right, or law and order, or homeland defense, or young boys spoiling for a fight. This song ain't about lonely hearts, or loveless, homeless, sleepless nights. Don't need to tell you about hunger or the struggle for human rights. This song ain't about nothing, but I'd just like to say that I hope it makes you happy. Too late, I played it anyway. I won't take on the mystical, or where disembodied spirits go. Won't get too outspoken political. They'd never play it on the radio. It's not about feelings either. Don't want you to think I'm blue. I just like to hold this guitar and the instrumental comes right on cue. This song could be about healing, but I won't play doctor here now. The music's power can be revealing of all that our hopes and fears allow. This song ain't about gratitude, the moment's so brief, but memories last so long. So thanks, you can spare me the platitudes. Just say, remember when Jim was playing that song about nothing. Just some harmony to leave you when I'm gone. Well, thanks for your company tonight. Every week has a theme. Next week will be Labor Day and workers, as you can imagine. But every week we got a theme. And if you have any suggestions, I've had some emails to say, do another requests night. That was fun. Mostly, if you request my songs, it's good. But, can you sing feelings? Feelings. Uh-oh, Dan's raised his hand. Yes, Daniel.
Where can people get a copy of this song, Ain't About Nothing?
The song Ain't About Nothing that I just sang, which is, obviously, does anybody get the joke? It mentions everything in the song. Like, it's not about this, it's not about that. It's kind of like, well, I'm not going to bring up such and such, well, then you just did. And so it's on the Earth, Sky, Love, and Dreams album with Tony Levin playing bass in there as well.
On iTunes.
Oh, it would be on iTunes, yes. And we do sell, now we have single downloads on the website. I don't have all my recorded stuff on there. It's a work in progress. I'm a work in progress. So thank you very much, everybody, for being here. My wish for you, as now we part, is for greater peace to fill your heart with dreams as vast as starry space. So hurt and anger know no place. May truth be shared and wounds be healed, and joy for living be revealed through every fate and circumstance. May hope lead weary steps to dance, and may your life be as a song, resounding with the dawn, to sing awake the light and softly serenade the stars, ever dancing circles in the night. for what's just and right. Where sorrow grows, compassion strong, and pains will pass before too long. May the bounds of our diversity serve a richer harmony. May courage hold your heart so true to smile on love when it smiles on you. And may your life be as a song, resounding with the dawn, to sing awake the light, then softly serenade the stars, ever dancing circles in the night. And may your life be as a song, resounding with the dawn, to sing awake the light, then softly serenade the stars, ever dancing circles in the night, ever dancing circles in the night, ever dancing circles in the night. Thank you, everyone. Love each other, and do come back next week, every Wednesday. Thanks very much, and be well, and good night.
Any comments? Anything to say to the folks? No?
More comments? More comments from people? Can I respond to anything? I just...
Julian says thanks.
oh, Elizabeth, what a wonderful singer. Thanks for dropping in. This goes 4, 5, 1 in minor, but then I go da, 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 up to the relative major, and then the 7, 3, 6, 2, 2, 4, 5. Like, I like to throw in those demented demagios in the key of H. So, thank you, everybody. We're out? Oh, well, we're not out.
Same station.
Same, yes, same place. Come and find us. Thank you. Thank you, Dan, for this is delightful. I'm out in western Massachusetts in the woods. It's beautiful.
Okay.
Be well. Good night.